Hello, SeasonalVantage Insiders. This is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you for watching this video. So today it is the 18th of December 2023 as I'm doing this video. I think you can see from my screen the time now is about 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So I just came back from Batam over the weekend. So this will be the last trip of the year. So there won't be any more trips, okay? For this year already. Anyway, we are coming towards the end of the year already. So yeah, so for the next trip will be next year 2024 onwards. Okay. So if you haven't watched my previous public Facebook or YouTube stream, I encourage you to watch it. Okay, just a very brief recap on what I mentioned last week. Okay, so before I mention about all these updates, right, just a quick disclaimer first. Whatever I share today is just for education purpose. Okay, not a recommendation to tell what to buy, what to sell. Okay, so please do your own due diligence. All right. So during the public Facebook Live, I mentioned that actually the market breadth is still very high. Let's say if the market continue to go higher, right, this is the volume profile over here. We are nearing the value area over here already. Okay, at the top area, okay, where the top 70% of the volume transacted. Okay, if you don't understand what I mean, okay, just head back to the MarketWise Asia public Facebook Live and you can watch my live stream of that. So we are nearing that level, which is for the S&P 500, which is about 4,800. Okay, and of course, this week it is the Christmas week. Okay, and I think the volume should be lower, liquidity it should be lower, but okay, typically the second half of December, okay, is one of the most bullish month. But I also mentioned, right, even though the seasonal historical data say that from 15th to December to the end of the year is typically very bullish, but we have been already bullish, okay, for this year has been bullish for since the start of November already. Okay, all right, so I am still taking more of a defensive mode right now. Okay, I'm still taking more of a defensive mode right now. So not to be too aggressive going long. If you wanted to buy individual stocks, right, we have to be very careful because anytime, okay, the market can have a correction. Okay, so we need to be careful. Even though the data say that we are, into the most bullish month, okay, of the year from mid-December to end of the year over here. Okay, all right, so this is the updates over here. And I know for those, okay, I mentioned about the SeasonalVantage Insiders. I think there are new people who join and there are also current subscriber who already resubscribe to the SeasonalVantage Insiders. Okay, all right, some of you might have already ported to the membership site. Okay, and you could be really watching this video in the membership site as well. So for those, okay, insiders, you could be busy or you haven't known yet, right? This SeasonalVantage Insiders, the January to March 2024 data, it is already. We are transiting to the membership site, okay, next year. And this is going to be a kind of a new site. So I still maintain this, okay, $99 every 3 months. Okay, so also for you insiders as well, if you haven't resubscribe, okay, I encourage you to do that so you don't have to keep paying me every quarter. Okay, I'll save the trouble. Okay, and anyway, I'm giving same price, okay, no change, okay, for current members, okay, still $99 every 3 months, okay, until the 31st December. And as I mentioned during the Facebook Live, I'll keep this until you decided to cancel it. Okay, and the usual price will be $179 for every 3 months. So this will be until 31st December. Okay, you'll find this link, okay, in the YouTube video. If you're watching this on the YouTube video, okay, you should be able to find the link over here in the description box over here. So go ahead and resubscribe again. And for those who are new or subscribe, you should be inside the membership site already. You should be able to see the text, the content in the membership site. Okay, and if you happen to want to send the link to any other of your friends, feel free to do so. It is also inside the membership site, also in this current video post. Okay, so let's head back to the what I mentioned about last week over here. Just a recap over here. So last week, Okay, I mentioned a few. I focus on the country ETF. As usual, I didn't really focus on the individual stocks. Okay, I said that, hey, the stock has been climbing up already. Okay, a lot of stocks has been at a high. There isn't any pullback or any wash and rinse trigger very hard. Okay, there's no pullback. So I'm focusing on the country ETF. And I mentioned a few. So one of the country ETF that I mentioned, it is actually EWY. Okay, all right. I think we don't also enter it, right? As he mentioned during the public Facebook Live. So I also enter into EWY. So just a recap over here. This is the South Korea ETF. So as I mentioned, right, during last week, 61.83 is the wash and rinse line over here. So I entered on this day over here. Yes, this day, second day, okay, on the Monday, okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fourth day, I exited the trade over here, okay, all right. And the other one that actually entered, it is no, this is mentioned during the video, is also Chronos or Worldwide. This is also a small cap stock. All right, so I mentioned that the wash line is 8.448 over here. Okay, so I entered on the Monday, which is actually this bar here. Okay, price did a little pullback and then subsequent boom. Okay, of course, do the FOMC meeting and such lah. Okay, all right, I also exited on this day. So I held for just a few days only. So I already exited for these two current trades. All right, for those who are not aware yet, so I'm into EWY and KRO Chronos. Okay, so let's hit for this coming week. So this coming week, right, it is from the 17th to 24th. Okay, 17th to 24th December is for this current week. So let's head to the RRG chart. Okay, so for those who are just new to SeasonalVantage Insiders, right? So I often use this RRG chart, the relative rotation graph, okay, to let me have an insights to see what sectors are actually leading, weakening, lagging, or improving. This is from stock charts, okay? So you don't have to pay for that, okay? I have already access to this, so you can just use this, okay, to have the insights, because if you are not a premium member, you're not a paying member of stock charts, you are unable to view more of the other data from the RRG charts. Okay, so this is the 11 sectors ETF, okay, based on the daily time frame. Okay, so what are the sectors? The green is leading, yellow is weakening, red is lagging, improving. Can you see that? The Health XLV, okay, is still doing strong. Industrial still doing strong. Real estate still doing strong. Consumer discretionary XLY still doing okay. Financial still okay. Materials is still okay. All right, XLE, okay. In fact, for energy, in fact, for crude oil, from the mid of December until the end of the year, typically, okay, oil, okay, tends to hit higher. Not the best record, okay, but it typically go higher. Just you need to be more aware of that. Okay, if we drill down to the 60-minute hourly time frame, so we roughly know what is moving for the past 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 days. So this based on the day, based on the hourly time frame, 60-minute, 1 hour. So we roughly know what is leading for the past 1 or 2 days on Thursday, Friday, that kind. So can you see energy? Energy has been kind of leading, as I mentioned. Okay, all right. Consumer discretionary, industrial is still doing well. Okay, all right. So the rest still pretty okay lah. So you can see the energy is starting to go a little bit higher. So I also have these stock charts, right? So let me share with you over here. Okay, so this is ACP crude oil, just to let you know. This is from the Larry Williams indicator. Once again, this is a pay indicator. Okay, I usually don't share that to the public also once in a while, but for you, I don't mind sharing also. Can you see that over here? Okay, the true seasonal over here. Can you see that crude oil? This is crude oil price. Okay, tends to bottom towards the mid of December over here. So have been going down, has been going down. We are somewhere around that. Okay, so it could be heading higher until the end of the year before taking a dive again. So price action seems to suggest that crude oil might continue to go higher in the coming days or 1 or 2 weeks or so. So you can keep a watch out on this. Okay. All right. So And back to this coming week, let's head over to the data right now. Okay, so for those who just subscribe to Insiders, right, SVI, or SeasonalVantage Insiders, SVI for short, right, you won't have the data for the quarter 4. So your data starts from the first quarter of 2024, January to March. Okay, but I will still go through with you guys, okay, for the December one. So I'll go through the ETF. So let's have a bird's eye view on what is the sectors, what are the industry, or what are the teams that's leading right now. Okay, all right. So for this week, 17th to 24th of December. So I already pre-filtered already. Okay, all right. So 17th, 24th, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so I already pre-filtered already. Okay, I already sorted out, and I just wanted you guys to focus on some of the key sectors or industry that I'm looking at right now. Okay, I can see a number of the again, the metals, precious metals, and the metals miner. So for example, can you see that this GDX and the junior gold miner? Junior gold miner is the smaller gold miners. Okay, so for the GDX gold miner, right, you can see that from the 19th of December to the 1st of January, okay, for the past 16 years, 100% of the time, okay, it closed higher. Same for gold miners. For the past 13 years, okay, 100% of the time, 19th December to 1st of January. All right, and then what else do we have? I see a few. Let me just go through with you. Okay, can you see also for the silver miners, 20 December to 2nd of January, the time period is very close. For the past 12 years, 100% track record until 2022 lah. Okay, all right. And then what else? We also have this okay, gold itself, 22nd of December to 10th of January. For the past 14 years, 93% of the time, okay, it closed higher, which means out of the past 14 years, 13 years, it closed higher. And the SLV silver metal itself, the ETF, 22nd of December to 14th Feb, okay, for the past 16 years, 94% of time, it closed higher. So I just want you to take notice of this. Okay, let's head over to the chart over here. Okay, okay, let me try the GDX. This is the gold miners over here. So you can see that gold miners typically until the end of the year can start to come down, and then mid-December start to go a little bit higher again. Okay, so and recently for the gold and the miners, they have been pretty strong. So let's go for the gold futures first. Gold futures first. Okay, this is currently the gold futures. This is the live price over here. So right now it is slightly positive. So after the FOMC meeting, okay, price actually went up higher, and you realize that gold has been coming up for the past 2 or 3 months. Okay, very nice strong trend. Typically towards the end of the year, gold is typically stronger based on seasonal data. So price has been going down and then go back. As I mentioned during the public Facebook Live, right, it is very difficult for me to chase for the past a few days. This on Wednesday and Thursday, very difficult for me to enter. But right now, we do have a pullback over here. Okay, can you see that this was a shooting star as well, or pin bar? And if you follow my YouTube, okay, or Facebook Live, right, I typically don't like to see this kind of shooting star. It trapped a lot of retail traders to go short because based on textbook, okay, shooting star, it is a bearish candle, right? So not surprised that people actually might go for a short on this candle. And you realize there's a wash and rinse pattern over here. Okay, wash and rinse meaning that price close lower than the prior low. This is the low over here. Okay, price close lower than the prior low. So what's the prior low? The prior low is 2039.1. Okay, 2039.1. Okay, so this is the actual gold price, futures price, the actual gold price. So let's see this week if price can really go above this wash line over here. So there are a few ways that you can enter gold. First of all, you can enter via the ETF, which is okay, the GLD, the gold shares ETF, or can trade CFD, okay, via the gold future CFD or gold forward CFD lah. okay? Or you can go into like GLD, as I mentioned, the ETF, right? Okay, can you see that gold actually has a wash and rinse pattern, has a wash line, okay? Rinse potentially. Can you see that on Friday, price closed lower than the prior day low over here, okay? Even though I prefer price to do a little more pullback, but it might not come, so we still watch on that, okay? Right, I prefer a 2 or 3 days, or at least 2 or 3, but it didn't, so it's more like 1 day pullback. But we do have a wash line. The wash line for the GLD, it is actually 188.08, okay? 188.08. All right, let's see, okay, for this coming week, price can stay above or close above 188.08 for the gold ETF GLD. So let's see if price can go higher. Okay, so important thing for this wash and rinse is that price must stay or close above 188.08. Okay, so for those who are new to SVI, I repeat, okay, this is wash and rinse. I gotten this trigger set up from Bini Ong, okay, one of also our summit speakers as well. So price closed lower than the prior day low over here, and then price didn't go down lower, but instead it reversed. It become a wash and rinse trigger. Okay, 188.0 is something that I'm watching out for the GLD ETF. Okay, so can you see that based on price action, price has been respecting the central pivot range. Okay, trying to close below the CPR but didn't. Okay, right now we are back into the central pivot. So this is will be acting as a support as well for GLD. So for the gold miners, okay, it will be GDX over here. Gold miners is slightly stronger. Once again, there is a wash and rinse pattern over here. Okay, you can see that price close below the prior day low. So there's a wash and rinse pattern. So this low over here is 31.04. 31.04. Okay, so let's say again, price can close above 31.04 or not. Okay, all right. So I won't be entering both if you want to enter either gold miners or just the gold itself. Okay, so we shall see how price do this coming week. Okay, and then of course there's also a GDXJ gold miners. You can also opt for that. Also a wash and rinse pattern over here, the gold miners junior. Okay, so actually I would prefer to trade gold miner juniors because based on the ratio, I think there's a higher chance that the smaller cap stocks will outperform the bigger one. So for this, okay, low is 37.63. 37.63 for the junior gold miners GDXJ over here. Okay, so let's see for silver XLV. XLV also a wash and rinse pattern. Okay, let's hit over here. Okay, you can see that price has a very strong rally supported at central pivot range. Okay, all right, and then as a pullback supported at the cloud, and then right now we are back to the CPR, which is acting as a resistance right now, but we also has a wash and rinse pattern for the silver ETF. So the low here, it is 21.99. Okay, so you can see, let's say price can close above 21.99 or not for this coming week or so. Okay, of course, if price go down lower, then there might be a new wash and rinse pattern, so we react accordingly. Okay, and then the silver miner is SIL, silver miners. Okay, no wash and rinse pattern. So silver miner is very strong on Friday, so it closed higher. So looking at the silver miners also, so no, looking at the silver ETF only. So all in all, I'm just asking you to keep a watch list on the miners and the gold itself, gold or silver lah. So don't enter everything now. Okay, so see which one first. Maybe I will update tonight also in the membership site. Okay, all right. And that's all for the gold mine. So I'll be more interested to look at the metals and the miners for this coming instead of the individual stocks lah. All right. So for the other things, I want you to take notice, right? For this ETF, it is actually I'm not sure whether you realize this. I thought I saw this. This one, EWS, Singapore Cap. Okay, EWS. This is the MSCI Singapore. Very similar to the STI index, which actually is the Singapore stock market, Singapore stock index. So for the EWS, all right, 20th of December to 22nd of January, for the past 14 years, okay, 13 years, it ended higher. So this is EWS over here, okay, EWS. This is this one, Singapore ETF over here. All right, so there is also a wash and rinse pattern. So price has been consolidating, okay. You realize that Singapore market, even though the US market is pretty bullish, the Singapore market didn't really move much. This is the EWS, okay. So let's see if price can close above the wash line. So price close lower than the prior day low. So the prior day low over here, it is the wash line is 18.38. 18.38 over here. So let's see for coming week, okay, let's see price can go higher than 18.38 or not. That's wash and rinse. Okay, if you don't want to enter EWS, all right, there are a few ways that you can enter. Either you can enter the ES, that's the ES3. This is the STI ETF listed on the SGX exchange, okay. All right, so it's a bit delay lah. Okay, it's a delay, so it closed for the stocks is delayed. This is the Monday, yeah. So it's delayed. So the STI right now, let me see this one, yeah. Okay, today it is actually going higher for the STI. This is the Straits Times Index itself. Right now, the Straits Times Index is about 3112, 3112点. So based on the index candle, they also have a wash and rinse pattern over here. The wash line, it is actually 3118.66. Okay, 3118. What number is that? 86. Yeah, is it 86? 3118. Yeah, 3118.66. Okay, 3118.66. So today the STI actually went higher because the US market opened at night, right? So most likely, okay, this EWS, all right, will gap up tonight. So it is just a matter of time where just a matter when whether you go above the wash line or not. And of course, you have to depend on today. After this video, how does the STI actually move at the end of the day? So EWS Singapore market, you can watch out also. All right. So not this one. So another one that I'm actually watching, right? It is actually the URA, the metal. This is the uranium URA. How come cannot search? Oh, URA is yeah, correct. Yeah, URA is over here. Okay, 20 December to 4th of January. Past 12 years is 92%. Okay, all right. There's no trigger yet for you. This is a uranium. I mentioned uranium a few times. So this time around, uranium. Okay. All right. So it kind of hovering and then go higher. Okay, but come back down. So just to let you know, there is no trigger yet. I'm just informing you that uranium is something that's pretty interesting. This uranium metal, I'll be keeping it as a watch list also, but no trigger yet. No trigger yet. All right. There's no wash and rinse pattern yet. Okay. Let's see 2 days. No, because this low is very low, so it didn't break below the prior day low over here. So all in all, I just wanted to let you know that for this week, okay, focus on the metals minus Singapore market, and also forget this is the Hong Kong ETF. Okay, EWH. EWH is coming right up near at the end of December already, 21st of December to 19th of January. For the past 14 years, 93% of time, it closed higher. So EWH is very similar to Hang Seng Index. Okay, EWH. Okay, so actually it went higher already for EWH. Okay, so there's no trigger, it just moved higher. So let's see whether there is any pullback for us to take advantage, any wash and rinse pattern, any pullback for us or not. So for today, Hang Seng, the live index, okay, provided by TradingView, okay. So yeah, today is a down day, right? So which is good. So I would love to see some pullback, then maybe a wash and rinse pattern for me to re-enter again. So there's no trigger for Hang Seng yet, but I'm keeping this as a watch list, okay, waiting for some potential entry. So for the Hang Seng also. So Hang Seng, Singapore, and the gold and metals miners. So for the stocks wise, right, I also already pre-filtered for this coming week. As you can see, a lot of miners, a lot of miners over here, silver lah, okay, gold and such. Okay, as of now, I don't see any a lot of any trigger yet for stocks. Okay, so there are many stocks. I think total there is 148 stocks. Okay, for this within this period. So no trigger yet. So I won't be watching this the current stocks. Okay, if I have any kind of interesting stocks, okay, then I'll be posting in the membership side again. So if you guys come across any interesting stocks, okay, that I didn't take notice of, okay, feel free to give a comment in the membership side. Okay, these are for you to ask questions or for you to comment. Okay, let's do this as a group, as a community. Okay, for me personal alone, I can't filter out so many stocks. Okay, all right, so if you can, okay, let me know some of the stocks, or you spot any potential interesting one, do let me know. Okay, all right, so all in all, just want to recap over here a very quick one. So I'm more interested in the ETF, okay, the metals, miners, metals, and the miners, Singapore stocks, and the Hang Seng stocks. All right, so I think today's that's all for today. So see you guys again for next week. And just a recap, okay, if you haven't registered, for those current insiders haven't resubscribe, okay, do resubscribe. Good price for you guys, okay, $99 every 3 months until you cancel. Okay, all right, so with that, thank you so much. See you again next week.